Kol Haloyim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Grape, Millstone, and shalom to the elect. That's what these lessons are for. All right, brothers, and those of you sisters that watch the shows, just changing the scenery up a little bit. I'm out here in nature, enjoying some of the beauty of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, all the while pondering on the madness that's going on in Israel. You know, here it is, you know, you have prophets that ripped out their beard, you know, hearing about all the madness that's going on in Israel. Only for them to come back and do it all over again in this time. Now, when you read Ezra, I believe it's first Ezra, about the 8th chapter and the 7th verse, it speaks about how Ezra was skillful in the law of the Lord, and he omitted nothing from the ordinances of the law of the Most High. Meaning what? He left nothing out. He dealt with every law. If the Lord, set it up, Ezra, he taught the people as the Most High set it up. Okay? Now here it is. The apostles, bishops, us elder brothers, and the younger brothers of Great Millstone, we're in the spirit of Ezra. We're not omitting anything from the law. Here it is, you guys out there, you on the street corners, you be like, cry aloud, spare not. When you look up that word spare not, it means to hold back. All right? Meaning what? That you omitting something if you sparing, to bring it out. We're not omitting anything. As a matter of fact, if you are a person that omits anything from the law of the Lord, then guess what? You're not one of those men that Ezra saw crowned, man. Okay? You're not one of the men that stood so stiffly. Hey, because why were the prophets hated? The prophets were hated because they stood up against everything that this world at that time, and I should say those times, because the prophets been around for since the beginning of time pretty much, but they stood up against everything that was contrary to the word of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, now here it is. This is westernization. That's why people, they can't really see, oh, how could a man get with a woman of a certain age and so on and so forth. Well, here it is. Look at the empires of old. In the Roman Empire, the average age of a woman to be married was about 15, 14 years old. And it was to a man that was of some kind of social status, possibly in his 30s, quite older than she was. Okay? Mary, when she had the Lord, Joseph was significantly older than she was. All right? You see what I'm saying? Different parts of the world. You go right now, a woman could be 14 years old and be married. All right? So westernization has taught you, yeah, because if she's not 18 years old, you can't get with her. Now, this is not a license for anybody to go get with an underage woman living in this society. We're not going to do things like that, knowing that we could be locked up behind that. So we got to apply wisdom. Remember, Paul also spoke about all things being lawful, but all things not being expedient. Okay? Not expedient for you to do things like that in this time. But in the same token, we're not going to omit anything from the law and ordinance of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? You see what I'm saying? Now, when you read Revelation about the 7 thunders, all right, the Lord told John the Revelator to leave that out. So certain things we're going to receive afterwards. Okay, certain things are a mystery until the Lord has it revealed. But if you're calling yourself a teacher of the Lord, the law of the Lord, and you're privy to the law, you're not supposed to omit anything that's written therein. And that's the truth. Okay? Just wanted to share that with you, brothers and sisters. Shalom. 2 Ezra 9:21. And I saw and spirited greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people. Okay? Now here it is. You might go to the supermarket, grocery store, whatever, get you a pound of grapes, and on that vine, there could be 20 grapes, 21 grapes. That's likened unto the whole nation of Israel. But the Lord said what? That he kept a grape of the cluster. Okay? You see? So through the Spirit, this lesson or this show is going to be titled, If You Omit the Law of Grape, You Are Not of the Grape of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, meaning the elect. Okay? Because when I opened the show, I was going into this. 1 Ezra 8:7, which reads, For Ezra had very great skill, so that he omitted nothing of the law and commandments of the Lord, but taught all Israel, that's men and women, the ordinances and judgments. Okay, so he would teach the men, and of course the men would teach them, their women and their children. Okay, now you look up the word omit. It means leave out or exclude someone or something, either intentionally or forgetfully. All right, similar, leave out, exclude, fail to include, except, shut out, leave out, fail or neglect to do something, leave undone. It says similar, forget, neglect, fail, leave undone, overlook, ignore, skip. You know, here it is, not because you live in the West and the West has adopted a certain way, that means you're supposed to go with it. You in the spirit of when in Rome, do as the Romans do. No, brother. Okay? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai set up a certain way, and that's the way it ought to be. All right? But when you read Romans the 13th chapter, it does tell you about the laws of the land. So we're not running around doing, things like that, we so-called upstanding citizens of society, but, we're dead to this world in the same token. We continue to do the things that are pleasing unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai by teaching this word, So let's read Deuteronomy 22 and 28. And it's real plain and simple. It says here, if a man find a damsel that is a virgin. Now let's look up two words. Let's look up the word damsel. Then we're going to look up that word virgin. The word damsel is from the Hebrew word na'ira. Na'ira. Okay? And you look down here. What does it say? There's a bunch of definitions, but what sticks out? Marriageable young woman. Okay? Hey, because going back to the ancient world, when your daughter got her flower, her period or something like that, not or something like that, that's what it was. When she got her flower, she was ready to make babies and she was ready to be married. Scriptures tell you about a man that married off his daughter, performeth the weighty matter. It's not for nothing. Women at a certain age, they start getting hot in the pants and they could bring their father to a laughing stock. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So what you're really supposed to do is marry your daughter off at the age when she's, when she gets her flower. This is the things that we've done in the ancient world. And that's going to come back. Okay, arranged marriages are going to come back, so on and so forth, man. So we see a damsel is a woman of a marriageable age. Now the word bathwala, it says virgin, but there's two kind of virgins when you read the scriptures. You have a ilama, okay, which is a young woman. Iwalam, that means young, but this word bathwala means a virgin or a woman that never slept with a man. Okay, So there's a difference. Okay. So it reads, if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, who is not betrothed. The word betrothed pretty much means like if she's engaged or something, she's not promised to somebody, and lay hold on her and lie with her. That's right. This is the whole grape thing right here. You see what I'm talking about? And they be found. Then the man that lie with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he has humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. Okay, so here it is. You know, you didn't take your time to get to know this woman or nothing like that. But here, you might have just grabbed her up and done what you done with her. And you come to find out she's just a corny ass chick, or, you know, you and her really don't mesh and whatnot. It don't matter now, because you already did what you did. So now you stuck with her forever. Okay? And you didn't have this going on all the time in Israel, because guess what? You had to have them 50 shekels, and then you couldn't put that woman away. Okay? So it was a responsibility you was taking on. All right? So from there, we're going to see the age of a damsel. Now, when you read this right here, a young woman died, or a damsel died, and the father called Yahushua pretty much to the house. She was real sick, about to die, and when Yahushua was on his way, she had died. Okay, and let's start at Mark 5:41. You go ahead and read this whole chapter if you get it. You know, when you get a chance through the Spirit, it's a real good read. It reads, and he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Talithia Kamai, which is being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked. Here's the kicker, for she was of the age of 12 years. Okay? So then we go into damsel here in Deuteronomy 22 and 28. And didn't it tell you it was a woman of a marriageable age? Now it tells you here the age of this damsel. She was 12 years old. All right? And they were astonished with a great astonishment. All right? So what we've learned is that this was a way of the ancient world. Now, here it is in this society. In America, going back, you know, I believe the age of marriage going back was about 14, if I'm not mistaken. And in different parts of the world to this very day, you know, teenage, you know, women, early teenage women, you know, they get married to men significantly older than they are. In the ancient Roman Empire, a woman, when she was in her early teen years, she would get married to a man that could be in his early 20s or his mid 20s, because at that point he would establish himself to some social kind of degree. Okay, so men having younger women is not a thing that's real, how you call it, foreign from the world. It's just been demonized through westernization. King David, when he was on his deathbed, he was an old man. They went and got him a young woman. Now here it is, Jamie Foxx got himself a new 22-year-old young thing, and you broads all, oh my God, he should stay away from her. Why is that? Okay. See, old women envy younger women. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Hey, but this has been a short lesson. Lord willing was edifying. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the elect.